Agricultural employment in South Africa is dwindling. Seen as low-paid and physically intensive, the sector employs just 5% of South Africa's workforce, down from 12% 6 years ago.
We are worried about the future of agriculture and the rural economy because of massive global and national and local changes that are sweeping across the sector and have been for some time. I mean, in the last decade, just in the Western Cape alone, over 100,000 farm workers have lost their jobs. It's the biggest single loss in employment of the Western Cape economy, and the same has happened across South Africa.
Mechanization has been driving workers out of jobs gradually for the past decade. But at the start of this year, the slow process reached a watershed. Workers in the fruit-producing Hex River Valley embarked on a 2-month-long illegal strike over wages.
The farm workers start going on their sporadic, unprotected, illegal strikes, because they were unprotected and illegal because we've just had a wage negotiation, we've just had the wage determination put into place, so it's an illegal strike. And of course, strikes which are illegal unfortunately go bad. There's not much you can do about it. The police obviously are very scared after Marikana when they overreacted. Everyone's now blaming the police up there, so they almost rightly stood back and said, well, you know, nothing we can do in these circumstances. If people want to burn down farms, well, there's nothing we can do. And of course, what we do know is that many of the farms then got torched. Some of them had their watering systems uprooted. Some of their actual fruit that was already collected at the harvest had been destroyed. And of course, trucks couldn't come and go. The roads were blocked off, so people couldn't actually get the produce to the markets and to export.
The losses to farmers amounted to close to 150 million rand. The long-term economic damage, however, will be suffered by workers.
We had to take the crop down. We've had a problem with the seasonal people that were intimidated, that could not come and work. And while you're working with a perishable product, you've got to make one or two choices. I'm going to drop the fruit there and take the loss, or I'm going to use the labor that's available to do that. And we've decided to use the labor that's there, and that is how we got to this point where we could actually harvest the crops that we've done. That is actually not the thing that we need in this country at the moment. We need more jobs. We need more people in the rural areas that can get created jobs, and we can handle it. But unfortunately, when a minimum wage, which is an entry level, that's not the wages people were getting. It's an entry level, it's a basic entry level, is being pushed up by 52%. You cannot accommodate that.
Labour costs in the industry are high. For example, in the table grape industry, the centre of the protest, wages equal just over half of total farming income, according to University of Cape Town study. Another factor which will contribute to further automation is the rise of large-scale commercial farms, which are better poised to invest in machinery.
Consolidation of farms. The number of commercial farmers and farms is dwindling, and bigger farming enterprises are buying up small farmers. So the conditions for emerging farmers and small farmers are becoming increasingly difficult.
At the end of the day, this is one of the biggest structural changes that is going to take place now in agriculture, and at the moment it's happening.
Opperman estimates that the number of farmers in South Africa will halve in the next 30 years. Surviving consolidation will mean a change in product output.